Christine McVie's divorce from her husband was not the result of a single scandalous moment, but rather the culmination of emotional distance, creative pressure, and the uniquely destructive effects of life inside one of the most turbulent bands in rock history. Born Christine Perfect in 1943, she entered the music world as a classically trained pianist before joining Fleetwood Mac in 1970, a move that would transform her into one of the most influential songwriters of her generation. Her marriage to Fleetwood Mac bassist John McVie initially appeared stable, providing a sense of grounding amid the band's rising fame, yet as the group's success exploded, so did the strain on their personal relationship. Constant touring, relentless studio sessions, and widespread substance abuse within the band created an environment where emotional intimacy became increasingly difficult to maintain. As Fleetwood Mac evolved into a global phenomenon, the line between personal life and professional identity blurred beyond recognition, leaving little space for privacy or healing. Christine later acknowledged that both she and John struggled with alcoholism during this period, a factor that steadily eroded communication and trust within their marriage. Rather than a dramatic betrayal, what truly happened was a slow emotional unraveling, driven by exhaustion, addiction, and the inability to escape the pressures of working side by side while their relationship was collapsing. By the mid-1970s, the marriage had become unsustainable, and Christine made the difficult decision to divorce John McVie, even as they continued to perform together on stage. The emotional fallout of the separation became inseparable from Fleetwood Mac's creative output, most notably during the recording of the 1977 album Rumors, where Christine's songwriting reflected both heartbreak and resilience. Songs such as Don't Stop and You Make Loving Fun captured her journey toward independence and emotional renewal, offering a rare glimpse into how she transformed personal pain into enduring art. What made the situation particularly extraordinary was the band's decision to remain intact despite multiple internal breakups, forcing Christine and John to coexist professionally long after their marriage had ended. Christine later described this period as emotionally taxing but creatively defining, as she learned to compartmentalize her personal grief in order to sustain the collective vision of the band. Over time, the divorce allowed her to rediscover her own identity outside the role of wife and bandmate, giving her the confidence to assert herself as a songwriter and performer in her own right. In later interviews, Christine spoke without bitterness about the end of her marriage, framing it as a necessary step rather than a failure, shaped by circumstances that neither partner was fully equipped to handle at the time. She maintained deep respect for John McVie's musicianship and remained committed to Fleetwood Mac's success, demonstrating a level of emotional maturity that defied conventional expectations of divorce and collaboration. The truth behind Christine McVie's decision to leave her husband lies not in betrayal or scandal, but in the recognition that love alone could not survive the chaos, addiction, offering a poignant example of how creative brilliance often exacts a profound personal cost. Her story stands as a reminder that even the most harmonious music can emerge from deeply fractured relationships, and that choosing personal well-being over preservation of appearances is sometimes the bravest decision of all.